Yeah, let's start right now. Let's go straight into it. We're gonna start with Shivam. Says, "Hi, Leal team. I'm seeing your content for more than a year. I'm in a doubt if my portfolio is really good enough. I know that there's always a scope to improve. Your advice will be really helpful for me to grow in this field. Thank you very much." Let's take a look here, Shivam. Okay, so the first impression that I get is that you are going into the characters sort of like direction, like you want to be a character artist. I see a couple of props as well. First of all, as you guys know, I always recommend to not have this kind of stuff. It's not that it's wrong in terms of execution. Like, I could see this in the game, it's fine, it's gonna work, but it's just as simple as it, right? Like, it's something that anyone can do relatively quickly, just like a day or so, and it's not something that I would strongly recommend someone to have on their portfolio. Again, it's not a bad model. I think you did like good. There are a couple of things here that I don't think match the Gucci. Is it Gucci, right? Yeah, the Gucci logo as nicely, but maybe this is the design of the bag. I just think that this is a boring asset, right? So it's not really going to push your portfolio forward. It's not really gonna make you stand out. Another thing that's important to say about this one right here is that you're not showing breakdowns, and we've mentioned this before. Breakdowns are one of the most important things that you need to include as part of your portfolio, because that's how you share with other technical artists, with other recruiters, with other art directors, your thought process, which is a very important part of the whole 3D pipeline, right? So make sure you include some breakdowns. This one looks interesting. You did model everything. That's quite impressive. Like the Gypsy or Gypsy Danger model. It's not super easy. This is one of those cases, and I'm going to be again very blunt here. This is one of those cases where if you have a really cool model, and I actually think that this is a relatively good model, it's a nice first model if this is the first time you're doing something like this. I don't think you're benefiting from having the background, right? We got a little bit, not viral, but we got another short a couple of months ago talking about the same thing. It's not that adding an environment to a piece is a bad thing, but if the environment that you're adding is not up to the quality of the character that you're adding, then your environment is going to bring the whole thing down, right? Imagine you go to a restaurant and you ask for 3 dishes, right? Like an entry, a main dish, and a dessert. And the entry is okay, the dessert or the main dish is really good, but then the dessert sucks, right? Like, it's really bad. Maybe it's like a very dry bread or something like that. How is your whole experience going to be at that point? Not great, right? Because you're gonna be like, oh man, I really like some of the stuff, but the dessert was awful. So you're gonna, your brain's gonna remember the awful side of things. It's a very similar thing happening here. I like the model. I think the model, again, in terms of modeling, it's fine. I would like to see some wireframes too, but the CD is just so simple and so basic that it's not gonna be really helping your portfolio. So I personally would take the CD out and just keep a clean render, clean background render, and that's pretty much it. If we go to some of the recent ones, some of the characters right here, unfortunately, I do see a lot of issues with anatomy, right? Like the arms are too long, the hands is too long, the face doesn't look great. Proportions are almost there, but this is not something that I would see on a game, right? And again, no breakdowns, and the presentation is not there. I know it's funny because yesterday when I was mentioning this, we got a lot of new students on our portfolio course, and that's great. That's why it's there for you guys. So yesterday I mentioned, especially if you're new to the series or to this channel, that we do have a special tutorial that I did a couple of years ago. It's called the portfolio presentation workshop. So to you, Shivam, the first thing I would tell you is go and watch this portfolio presentation workshop. It's gonna take you 2 hours. This is done in Blender so that it can reach more people, but if you don't want to use Blender, you can apply the exact same principles in whatever rendering software you are using. It could be Maya, it could be Unreal, it could be Marmoset, and you're gonna get cleaner renders, right? Like renders that look way more professional, because right now this presentation, it kind of just looks like a shot from, I don't know, from the viewport. This is a little bit better in terms of the body proportions. However, the face definitely needs a little bit more to work with. The hair, definitely we need to work on the hair. So if you ask me, what would I recommend you? Because I see you're focusing on characters, I would encourage you to continue pursuing that. It's definitely something that I see some potential here. However, you do need to go back to the basics, right? You need to go back to proportions, you need to go back to form, textures, you need to go back to presentation, and definitely let's learn about hair production, either X-Gen or hair cards or sculpted hair, because these hairs that we have right now are not helping our portfolio too much, okay? Some of the props I'll probably take out, again, like this Gucci bag. I don't think it's going to be helping your portfolio too much.